This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Mezco 112 Collective Red Skull. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is in a black standard 112 box, with a red Hydra logo at the center. Turning the box around, we can see multiple images of the figure showcasing his different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Red Skull out of the box. And man, yet another really cool figure from the 112 line. I feel like we've always needed a definitive Red Skull figure, and Mezco was the ones to give it to us. This figure is amazing. A gorgeous sculpt, that awesome soft goods coat, and his really cool interchangeable parts and accessories make this for one kick-ass figure, and I cannot wait to check it out with you guys. But before we take a closer look at the figure, let's take a look at the accessories. So Red Skull does come with a decent amount of accessories. Starting off, he comes with 2 interchangeable head sculpts, 3 pairs of interchangeable hands, his pistol, and the Tesseract. And lastly, he does come with a red circular base stand with the Hydra logo printed atop. He also comes with a clear articulated arm that articulates at 4 points with the clip. So with the accessories out of the way, let's take a closer look at Red Skull. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at the Mezco 112 Collective Red Skull. Now this is a pretty sweet figure. In my opinion, just right off the bat, I think this might be the most definitive Red Skull figure that we've ever really received. Now, I don't have a ton of Red Skull figures. I missed out on the Mezco exclusive or the Con exclusive green one. Really regret that. And the only other one I have is this one right here. This is from Marvel Select. This is the one based on the movie. But I've seen so many other Red Skull figures, and this one is it just blows them out of the park. First of all, look at the actual Red Skull itself. That sculpt right there is insane. That is a really, really good sculpt. I mean, the paint, look at those deep set blue eyes in there. I mean, oh my god, that's incredible. Beautiful, beautiful job that Mezco has done. You can see like the cracks in the back of the skull, all over that. Just a nice dry brushing or wash in there with some black to really bring out the sculpture even more. It just looks insane. So very, very cool. He does come with an alternate head, which is really cool. So it's a standard peg. And we get this one right here, which is very awesome too. Now this one has more gritting teeth, which is very nicely done. I'll be displaying it with that one. And it's cool, I don't know if you can tell on my camera, but with those teeth, there actually is a little bit of a gloss finish, so they do shine a little better than the rest of the head sculpt itself, so which is really, really cool. So now you don't really get to see too much of the sculpt with this figure, mostly because it's covered in this black trench coat, so it's pretty interesting. So we got some nice gloss black gloves. All the hands are really, really nice, and you can pull this back. See, he's just wearing some soft good pants and those like real high boots like that. Looks very nice. Nicely done gloss black. Again, very, very cool. Has a little bit of a heel at the bottom. Like I said, it's mostly covered in this coat. Now, I believe you can take this harness off if you really want to, but I don't want to. So I'm going to leave this all on, but all this is really nicely done. The strap, and you got these silver belt buckles and whatnot. Got the Hydra belt buckle right there on the center. I think that looks really nicely done. I love that. This does like unvelcro. This does have a little piece of Velcro right here. Like I said, so you can pull that off if you really, really wanted to. And you can kind of see by the neckline, there's another soft goods like shirt underneath this, but I don't really want to do that. He does have a pouch right here, again with that Hydra logo. This is actually for holstering his pistol, which is very nice. You can see that looks very, very good. I do have this hand right now. This is more of that open palm hand. This is for holding his Tesseract Tell me how to pronounce that, because I might be screwing that up. But this is a really cool accessory. He can't hold that in that specific hand, and he holds that very well. My only real gripe with that accessory is I wish it was a little more translucent. This one has like more of a milky type of, you know, clearness to it. Yeah, I wish it was a little more translucent than this kind of material. So that's a minor grip I have mine. But again, you see these nice red line finishings. I don't know if these are rank on here on the shoulder pads. And you got the Hydra band right there wrapped around the arm. I think it looks very cool, very Nazi-ish, you know what I mean? But you can holster his gun in here, like I said. So you just lift this up, and you can kind of see how it actually, there's a little notch in there where that little band can pull out of like that. See that? If my camera can actually focus. Then you can actually take his pistol, and you can actually store the whole pistol in there like that, close that back up, and then slide that through there, and now you have his pistol in there, which is very cool. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt to get out, but let me see, hold on, let me close this back up like that. And then you can take off this hand. Now the hands on this are a little tricky to put on. I think it's because of the bulkiness of the sleeve. I've noticed that they're kind of a pain in the butt. And I'm not sure why. I wish that peg was black. That's my personal opinion. But you could take that, and then you could take this little trigger finger hand, and they go on there very tight. They're, like I said, they're a little rough to get on there. Then you can get this pistol and put it in his hand like so. And now you got him with his gun, which I think is pretty dope. I love that quite a bit. And again, what I do really like about this, like I said, all the stands are always so awesome. That's one of the coolest stands ever. It's just a big red stand with the Hydra logo on that. I think that's fantastic. I actually use this in one of the pictures at the end of my video. You'll see this in the background like that of him like that, which you'll see. It looks pretty cool. But man, that's pretty sweet. So let's take a look at the articulation, because it is a little different on this figure because of this heavy black coat. I just noticed too, you can kind of see like these right there, those little sections right there where, like, I don't know, I guess maybe buckles may be, or I'm not sure. You can see the little three, and you can see that right there. There you go. That one right there, that one right there, that right there. I'm not sure what those, maybe like the divots for like pinning it or something. I'm not sure. Anyways, articulation. So head and the neck are on a ball joint, so you got lots of good motion in there. Does turn left and right, up very far, down very far, pivot very well. The coat, since it's like this leather type of material, you can't really go all the way up as much as I'd like. So you can go probably about that much. So you can semi get that like Hail Hydra type of arm pose like that, you know what I mean? So fixed decently. I can go out very far. There is a butterfly joint in there. Rotates at the bicep. Double jointed elbows. Rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. We get a double ball peg in the stomach area, going into the upper chest and into the crotch. So that rolls around like so. Does turn left and right. Pivot side to side. Crunches forward about that much. Back about that far. Hip joints that allows you to kick forward about that far. Back, not so much. You do the splits barely about right there. Rotate in that upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that work pretty well. We got a boot swivel, allows you to rotate left and right. Ankle joints, point your toe up and down. Rotate, and a tiny bit of an ankle rocker. So overall, I think this is another great figure. I really need Mezco to do more villains, in my opinion. Especially for Marvel, just more Marvel characters, period. Red Skull definitely is one of my favorite Marvel villains because I'm such a big Captain America fan. So if you can find this guy, I know he's already kind of getting a little crazy to find right now, but he's pretty awesome. I love that head sculpt and the paintwork. Like I said, and to me, this is the most definitive Red Skull figure that we've ever received. And of course, Mezco's the one to put it out and just did an immaculate job with it. So if you can find him, I highly suggest picking him up very quickly, because he is definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Red Skull comparison, here he is standing next to the Marvel Select Skull from the Captain America The First Avenger film. And for your Mezco comparison, here he is standing next to the Mezco 112 Collective Captain America figure. And just for fun, here he is standing next to a little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys. my review of the Mezco 112 Collective Red Skull. Now overall, I just think this is a beautiful figure, and like I've stated, I think this is the most definitive Red Skull figure that we have ever received from any toy company. Those beautiful sculpted heads, the awesome soft goods coat, and his great interchangeable parts and accessories, and pretty good articulation considering those soft goods. I think he's such an awesome figure, and I think he would make a great addition to your collections. So for great deals, head over to agelessgeeks.com for awesome action figures like this and all the things you love. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.